There's a really big manifestation misconception that I'm going to address because I think manifestation's had a bit of a bad rap. And we're forgetting what the true purpose of manifestation actually is, or what it actually is in general. Manifestation has nothing to do with wishful thinking. It has nothing to do with I'm just going to think something and then magically it's going to appear in my reality, contrary to popular belief. Yes, our thoughts create our reality, but it's our most dominant thoughts, our most strongest beliefs about who we are as a person, how we perceive life, things like that. If manifestation was simply wishful thinking, or it was simply I'm just going to think something and it magically appears, let's face it, we'd all be millionaires, we'd all be in the relationship with the person that we want, we'd all be living our life of luxury, however we want it to look. But the reason why our life isn't looking like that, the reason we don't have what we want yet, is because we have a more dominant story that's going on that's manifesting instead. We can put all of our effort into just thinking something and waiting for it to appear in our reality. But the reality of it is we're actually forgetting that 95% of our entire thinking sits in our subconscious mind. And we're not always aware of what's going on in there either. Our subconscious mind is made up of years and years of stories that we've told ourselves, of patterns of behavior that we've kept ourselves stuck in over the years, of messages that we've heard from other people that have then shaped the way that we see ourselves and the way that we see life. If we don't become consciously aware of what's going on in our subconscious, we're never going to get any closer to getting the life that we want, to be able to manifest it. So your role in manifestation isn't to simply just think positive thoughts, isn't just to stay positive all the time, and it certainly has nothing to do with wishful thinking. Manifestation is needing to become self-aware of what's going on subconsciously, what our dominant story is that we keep telling ourselves time and time again, the dominant beliefs that we have about ourselves that's shaping the way that we're experiencing life, and reframing those into a belief system that gets us more aligned with the reality that we want to experience. Because if we don't change that dominant story subconsciously, we're never going to get ourselves any closer to the reality that we want to experience. That's like constantly thinking that you're in the relationship that you want with the person that you want, but deep down you have strong beliefs that you're unlucky in love, or that people don't commit to you, or that you're not good enough, or you're not worthy, or chosen, or wanted. Whatever your dominant story is, that is what's being mirrored back to you instead. That is why we constantly get ourselves in relationships with people that don't give us what we want in a relationship, because there's a more dominant story going on there. You can be thinking that you're a millionaire, you can imagine having that money sat in your account right now, but if deep down you believe that money doesn't work out for you, that you can't have money, that you have to work super hard to get money, money isn't achievable to you, it's just not the life for you, that is what's going to be manifesting instead. Yes, it's true, our reality is listening to our thoughts, but it's not just thinking something and it happens. The most dominant thought system subconsciously needs to be addressed. We need to understand it, we need to reframe it to get ourselves energetically aligned with the reality we want to experience.